Okay, so peace and blessings, beautiful people. How are you guys doing? So I wanted to come out here. I wasn't gonna come out here today, but I figured I'll come out here and kind of amend some soil in a bag that I have that I want to get prepared for my fall um seedlings, which I have. What do I have? I have kale. I want to do some spinach. I have collards that I want to no, actually, I'm sorry. No, I do have some fall seedlings, but what I wanted to mend this soil for were the tomato seedlings that I have. I have some tomato seedlings that I don't know what to do with them, and I want to get them going. Um, so once it produces me some tomatoes, I can just, utilize it. All right. So here's what I want to mend. So I want to mend these two bags. And what I'm thinking about doing is because I keep soil here, my soil and my compost, food scraps and some soil in here. But in here is where I keep my black cow. What I want to do is I want to take this and I want to kind of put it in here and take that one and put it in here. And I want to add some worm casting, some bone meal, not bone meal, some blood meal. And I just want to mix it all up and take it and then put it back into here. Oh, I hope nothing jump out. Nothing jumped out, thank God. And be a toad, whether it be some type of soil, what else did I see? Surprises. Some type of water bug, they say, is a garden water. I don't know, but I don't want to see it. I think I'm gonna just use this bag. Get my worm castings. So yes, I have some granulated fertilizer here that I keep in here. So if you have any old containers that you use, I think this is a perfect idea to kind of use as storage. And then I use this one for worm cast. I have an idea of how better structured I will do my gardening. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and transplant that. So I'm learning about transplant shock. I had a cucumber plant that I transplanted, and when I transplanted it, it was looking good, and then later on, it was looking limp. My first reaction was, oh my goodness, I killed the plant. I'm gonna throw it away. But something told me to leave it. Something told me to leave it. So when I left it, I came back out. I fertilized it with some fish fertilizer is what I did. And the next day I came out and it had life. And it made me think about transplant shock. So I think that it was in transplant shock. So now that I'm aware of it, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna look to throw away the plant. That's probably why I haven't harvested anything, thinking that I had killed my plants when maybe they were just in transplant shock. But, you know, I'm learning. I'm learning as I grow. Yeah. Ooh, look at the root system on this. Isn't that beautiful? Since I had such success with the Roma, I mean, why not get more tomatoes? You know? But my purpose is to stray away from as much supermarket foods as possible. So if I could, jar up and concoct up my own spaghetti sauces, why not? I'm not a big tomato eater, um, by itself really, but we do love tomato sauce, so we'll make use of it that way. I don't know what kind of tomato plant this is. I did get, I know I had gotten some Romans, but I don't believe that this one is a Roma. I had gotten something, I had got a tomato plant, something about a big sweet, something sweet. I don't know. But I know for next summer, I do want to do sun golds and the little cherry tomatoes. I like those. I like to nibble on those. Those are good. Yeah. All right. So I got that done. I'm gonna roll this down. Should I should have watered the soil, right? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that because it was kind of dry. I should have did it before I put it in. Just thought about it. So as I'm editing, I realized that there's a whole section of me transplanting the first tomato plant. I thought I was recording, but it wasn't recording. So in the next clip, you're going to see me harvesting the string beans and letting you guys know what it tastes like, and also transplanting the second tomato plant. A good snack. I love these. The reason why I decided to get it was because I love color. I love purple, but I didn't realize that they turn green when you cook them. I was hoping that, when I cook them up, I could cook them up with some green, have some purple, have some yellow, some color in my food, but I heard they turn green. But that's okay. I actually like those in its raw form. All right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the second bag and mix it into our compost. Lord, please let there not be nothing that jumps out of here. I don't mind worms. What I don't like are water bugs. I don't mind the frogs. But I need to be warned before the frogs. This is the other tomato plant. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but I have about 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 seedlings sitting out, and a couple of them I lost because the toads would find their way inside here trying to make a bed, and they just dug a hole into the soil, just pushed the tomato plant to the side and said night. So I let them take it. I let them create their little bed. I don't mind them. They're harmless. They're just looking for a place to sleep, place to get snug. And I'm hoping that they see some of them damn caterpillars that have been eating at my pepper plant. So I don't mind them. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and stake the second one. Now, for anybody who's new to gardening, what I'm learning is you really have to be patient with your plants. You have to be patient. So now that I'm thinking about it with the whole transplant shock, and now understanding what transplant shock is, that I probably could have harvested some things, you know, had I been a little bit patient with my plants and understanding, because the heat definitely took a part of, delaying flowering and I pulled plants thinking that it's just, you know, it was no good. But after hearing some gardeners go through share their experiences, I'm learning that sometimes, in the heat, some do drop their flowers, but as the weather kind of calms down and cools down, or if you care for it in a certain way with certain fertilizers, the flowers, it'll start flowering eventually. So that's something that I'll always take, moving forward, I'll take into consideration. So be patient with your plants, unless you just, some people don't care because they are just experimenting. But for me, I'm doing this because I want to eat from my garden. So I need to understand, these things so that I can learn from it and secure my harvest. All right, so we have these two potted up, and I figured since I was going to come out here and do this, I'd share it with you guys. But I think that'll be all. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, share, and subscribe. And until then, see you guys on the next video. Peace and blessings.